And we're back. So, the next morning comes around, and in basically, like at the crack of dawn, there is a knock at your door.
I go to answer it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're all sort of awoken by this. You open the door, and the tiefling from the desk downstairs is standing there with basically like a bunch of fresh towels.
Oh.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. He said, basically, just says, is it okay if I put these in the bathroom?
Sure.
Okay. Steps inside, door closes behind him, and the towels are dropped, at which point they disappear into nothing. Raises one hand, snaps his fingers, and the disguise peels away to reveal a short-haired black woman in a silver mask.
Yeah. Alright.
Everybody is like, what the fuck, except for Kelariis.
I draw my staff.
Okay.
Yeah, combat stance.
No, it's okay.
I feel an
I don't know
explanation
how I
is
was-
about to be had.
I don't really know how I was expecting you to get in here, but I guess I shouldn't be that surprised.
Sorry. Couldn't resist.
Well,
I'll just go ahead and repeat myself. I'm assuming there's some sort of explanation about to happen.
In just a second. Uncorks a scroll case, pulls out a scroll, holds up the scroll, and begins to cast a spell.
I would like to identify the spell.
Go for it. Roll me an Arcana check.
I'm warning you now, if I roll low on this, I am going to counterspell it.
Okay.
oh Christ.
Okay. With an 18, I need to actually look at what the spell is. It is a 3rd level abjuration.
I'll let her cast it.
Okay. She places a hand on your head, Kelariis. Make me an intelligence check.
Intelligence check, not
Yes.
save. Okay.
I don't know what her DC is. Okay, no. Yeah, she casts Nondetection on you.
Fun. Okay.
Right, now that that's done with, do you want to bring them up to speed?
Sure. And information.
Okay.
Like, I will tell them everything that was discussed yesterday, basically.
Okay.
Because, yeah. Knowing now that apparently this is supposed to keep me from being tracked and scryed on. Probably. That it's safe to now tell them this.
Okay. About a minute into your explanation, the woman disappears.
Fucking bye, I guess. Wasn't
This is
expecting
fun.
that, but
Why didn't you tell us anything?
I wasn't sure what was going on, and I didn't know what to expect, and I didn't want to put any of you in more danger than you needed to be immediately. But I am sorry for not saying something sooner.
I think going out on your own, when you don't know what's going to happen, is just about the opposite of what you should normally do.
It is indeed unwise, especially Well, yeah, you already know what's that you're being targeted now, but we should kind of have assumed that after your fiasco at the hospital. But yeah.
Well, it's not. I didn't go in there intending to cause a large scene,
Yeah, well,
but it happened.
people rarely do. The real question now is, well, so most likely you're gonna get the devils sent after you, right?
Right. At least that's what I understand.
So, what to expect? I guess that's like, do we know anything about these devils?
Other than that, they work together and work for the Warlock, apparently not really. But I also don't want to really be in somewhere that could put others in danger, but I don't know where to go to take care of that sort of risk.
I suppose it's almost fitting our plan was to go into the catacombs today, then. It does seem like a battleground where only ourselves would be disturbed.
True. But that also brings the risk of whatever's down there making things a bit more difficult. But I guess it's a better plan than staying in the city itself.
Indeed. And us leaving the city and coming back for no clear reason would be even more suspicious.
Well, it depends who's gonna ask. Who's gonna care?
I will point out, now that you have non-detection, if you kill the demons or kill the devils, nobody will know.
Yeah.
Which is kind of the point of the plan.
Yeah.
You can go anywhere and do anything without being observed by anything other than mundane means.
Yeah, well, look, we still have to figure out where we want to, like, where and how we want to deal with the devils. But I guess if we can get them into the catacombs, that would be acceptable. I don't. Question, like, is it common? I assume it isn't common for devils to work in pairs.
Give me an Arcana check. Oh no, no, wait. It would be a religion check. But you can make use of your special ability.
Oh, okay.
Because Puck can help you with this.
Okay. You know. Well, I'll just make an. Wait, religion, you said?
Yeah, it's a religion. It would be a religion check. But I can't remember exactly what it is that Puck's blessing gives you.
It just allows me to use Arcana to assess all weaknesses and strengths of my target.
Oh, right, okay.
So it doesn't really help in this case. Oh no, and I have advantage on intelligence checks.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I thought it gave you advantage on intelligence checks. Okay, you didn't need it, though. So, as you think about this, you hear that there's a voice in the back of your head that is unmistakably Puck, as he tells you that yes, it is uncommon for demons to work in pairs. Normally, they have a strict hierarchy. However, sometimes demons will sometimes devils will form bonded pairs. Usually, it's it's for the benefit of generally having someone else, like, as much as a fiend can be, trustworthy, that watches your back. It's like a it's two devils that have made a mutual agreement or an agreement for mutual benefit. and they basically perform a special ritual to essentially tie each other into a contract so that they can't betray each other. Except Puck knows and tells you that they can and often will write stuff into each other's contracts to deliberately be able to betray each other. But it would be suspicious if they didn't try and do that, because that's the nature of fiends. But yeah.
But getting your hands on that contract is probably almost impossible. So
yeah, and unless you fancy going to whatever layer of hell they're from to get it, yes.
I think it's safer just to fight them.
Yes.
Good.
Because the other thing Puck tells you is, if these are anything other than lesser devils, when you kill them, they will go back to the... they will basically be transformed back into their base forms on the infernal plane, and they will basically be reborn in, like, 72 hours. Oh, in fact, I think it's less than 72 hours. I think it's 24 hours. So, once you've killed them, you'll basically have 24 hours to find the warlock before he can resummon them again.
Okay. Well, that last bit is actually very important. Because basically,
Yes.
so after we kill the demons, we have 24,
You have 24 hours to find the
to
warlock.
find the warlock.
They're devils.
Well,
Yep.
let's
Yeah, devil.
fiends.
Yes.
Um,
Don't worry, I get it wrong all the time.
like give or take like a couple extra hours to prepare the ritual for resummoning them and stuff. But
Yes.
nevertheless, it's still a fairly small window.
So do we know? Okay, so we're kind of on the clock here. Do we know where to go?
Well, you aren't on the clock until you kill
Yeah.
the devil.
But we should secure
We kind
a
of are
plan.
because Kelariis has 8 hours of non-detection.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're
So yeah, we very much need a plan of how we're going to find this warlock.
what do we even know of the warlock besides the fact that it's a warlock?
And they work for...
Well, you
Levithyl
presume
and
it's a
everything.
fiendish pact warlock if they are working with a fiend. That's a deduction that you can make.
Unfortunately, unless like find person can filter on class type, I doubt that is.
I don't think so.
Honestly, for this plan to work, I think we're gonna have to look for a warlock, and then we're gonna just have to deal with the demons when they show up.
I mean, do you think the devils would hang out on this
Or-
plane normally, or would they have to be summoned by the warlock instantly?
Puck can answer that with your religion check. Basically, once they're bound into an agreement, the moment he needs them to go looking for him, for something, the warlock can basically speak a command word, they will appear, they will be subject to whatever it is that he tells them to do, and then they can go off. So it's a matter of minutes from once he realizes that he can't find you. He just summons them, and then they will appear.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't really get any clues as to where he could be from the lady, Missy.
I mean, locate creature says you can describe a creature, but I don't know if what we
Yeah,
have
that's why I
is
was
enough of a
asking if they
description.
had to be
Yeah.
summoned, because I was like, if they usually hang out on the material plane, then we could try to look for devils.
Like
but...
what? Describe a creature. Warlock, fiendish pact warlock who works for Idaya Arcanis.
That's
Like-
not specific enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Those of you who are spellcasters, by the way, do you want to roll me Arcana checks for what happened in front of you when somebody literally disappeared from the room?
Yeah, okay.
Nope.
Okay.
Maybe.
This makes sense that Vondal gets this. You've seen divine magic like this before, and it is almost certainly the power of trickster domain gods.
Yeah.
So the person that came into your room was not a person at all. It was in fact an illusory duplicate of that person.
Huzzah.
Yeah, I thought so.
Well,
Which also conveniently means they were somewhere within 30 feet of you when they did that.
Probably the other side of the wall.
What the fuck?
Yes. Long gone now.
Yeah.
Alright, looks like we're gonna have to pull out the old divination spells for this one again.
here
Um,
is
Would you count us like our information about this warlock as second-hand knowledge?
like
Well, I just explained what we know of him, and Ferrous just not enough
yeah.
for us to-
What you have is too vague.
yeah, like I think
I'm assuming we need like a physical description.
we don't even we have no features of him whatsoever except for his abilities.
Yes.
Yeah, abilities aren't exactly a notable feature unless they're used.
May I make a suggestion as the GM?
I actually had a suggestion of my own, which
Yeah,
is
go
kind of
go
nuts.
first.
We could. I doubt we'll get much out of him, but is it possible to get knowledge out of the demons or the devils?
Yes.
Because
You would have to deal with them, and dealing with devils is always a hairy business. But it is possible.
Let's
Don't-
not do a deal with
don't
devils.
Do that.
I was
Literally.
more.
Let's
I was
like
thinking-
absolutely last resort. Like
No, just don't do it at all.
I don't want.
I was more thinking along the forceful lines.
Eh.
Well, you can't torture it out of them.
Yeah.
If they die and get reborn in 24 hours, I don't think they're gonna tell us anything.
Yeah.
I was
we
hoping
can't
for.
we can't really threaten devils all that well.
Yeah.
Like what? We'll slowly like flick holy water at them. Like what do you want to intimidate them with?
I'm not sure yet.
I mean, that would probably be the most efficient way to intimidate them.
That's true.
I'll just slowly speckle holy water on your head.
Well, I guess if we can subdue them, which I honestly doubt, but if we could just in exchange for their freedom. Like in exchange for us killing them, they have to give us the name or description.
Yeah. Or what? We're gonna leave them tied. We're gonna leave them restrained there. How exactly are we gonna be able to keep them restrained that long?
I'm not sure of that, but I'm throwing ideas out there in case anyone has an idea of how we can actually execute the plan.
So yeah, if I might make a suggestion as the GM, basically what the Lady of the Mistcaller was suggesting to you guys was to functionally use Kelariis as bait to find both of them.
Hooray.
That was the Mistcaller's suggestion.
Right.
Joy.
Well, okay. But that would mean that like the devils will be coming after me. That makes sense. But didn't she say that the warlock would stay in place, or would he also come to try and like physically find me at that point?
Well,
She said he'd just wait.
what
for
she
information.
suggested was the fact that he would not he would continually attempt to find the information that it is that he needs to find, because the longer he leaves Kelariis without information, the angrier he would get. So it may be possible to bait him in some way.
Hmm.
Because if the demons just come and you kill the demons, yes, he's going to sit there and not do anything. But if you can think of a way to deliberately bait them, or deliberately bait him, then...
Huh.
The easiest way to do which would be to go somewhere very obviously and announce your presence that you are going to that
Yeah,
location.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But that seems like. I mean, I guess that's the best bet.
like it's not really sweetening a deal or anything. It's like just hoping he shows up. But I guess we have nothing better.
I am
Yeah.
going to the catacombs today.
I
Come
think he cares about
fight me there.
I don't think he cares about the catacombs.
No,
He doesn't
but
he doesn't have to care about the catacombs. He automatically cares about the catacombs because the person he wants information out of is going to the catacombs.
Also,
That means he cares.
the only tricky, well, assuming like, we are going to enter the catacombs through a somewhat restricted area, which
I'm
might
sure
make
there
it.
are other ways to get there, though.
I'm sorry, I don't think devils would have that much problem getting inside.
Yeah, but it's not the devils that are the
Devils-
problem. It's like getting devils to us is. the
I'm
easy
also
part.
sure
It's
he
it's getting the
wouldn't
devils
have
there
a
without causing casualties.
Yeah.
I mean, we
need
could take a
we need a
trip out the
place-
city.
How
We
about
could, we could mysteriously go out of the city, I suppose.
It's
Well-
not because like putting off the catacombs business for a day wouldn't be the worst thing.
Probably not. No, probably not. No.
And if we go out
Um,
the city, the devils will come at us outside of the city instead of in the city.
I feel like as well we should have an excuse to be going out of the city, other than this.
Hmm.
Maybe
Maybe we go back to
we
the
go
UNT
out of the
place.
city to look for more yuan tea.
Yeah. We
Maybe.
go back to the
That
temple.
way, that
to
way
the-
we're not only. That way, you're also, doing an investigation that Adaya wants to stop. So even more reason to come out and get you.
Yeah, but he doesn't. Well, probably. I don't think that the reason matters too much, considering he won't know what we're doing anyway.
No, but
As long as we leave
Well,
a
he would.
trail.
because he'd hear us going, "We're gonna look for yuan tea." You know, if we go to the guardhouse, or if
Yes,
Class
let's go
goes to the guardhouse,
Oh,
And it's
announce
like,
the fact
hey,
that we...
by the way, I'm going to go outside out of the city to patrol for a further yuan tea presence just in case.
Want us to bring them
Be
back?
prepared.
So
Yeah, be prepared if we find anyone else. At which point, Klaus
do
will go
that
out the
as well.
city with the rest of us, and we will just walk around the perimeter of the city for a bit.
one tiny
Until-
issue.
Bad shit happens.
Like, didn't Kelariis? Well, I guess that's not a big deal. I was like, Kelariis promised to stay in the city, so going to the guardhouse announcing you're leaving the city is.
Well, but I
She
mean, they're
promised
not
not to
leaving the
take.
city
She promised
permanently.
not to take off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
like,
like,
they're going out
if
and
they
they'll
found
come
out all
back
this
in.
information about, they're finding out all this information about Clarice, it won't be hard for them to be like, oh look, Clarice has gone outside the city to patrol. It's not. She's gonna be coming back.
Yeah, well, that's the reason why we're telling the guards as well. We're gonna be
Yeah.
leaving the city, but we're telling them because we don't want them to think that Clarice is running off.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It will.
But
It will
would be,
simultaneously
like-
be bait for the trap, and let them know that we are not just outright leaving the city.
So, I just want to impress that in order for this plan to go down, you need to apply pressure to draw the warlock out of hiding.
Yeah.
Because you need to put pressure on him that forces him to act outside of his 24-hour deadline. Because otherwise he's
Yeah.
just going to wait 24 hours, going to resummon the demons and devils and send them after you again.
Well, this is what I'm thinking. Is like if we've announced that we're going out
Yeah, but
to
like
deal with another problem that he wants to silence, that's more reason for him to act quickly
But, like-
before we discover anything.
But
I mean, we could
we
try to-
also know he's unrelated to the Yuan
Yes,
Like,
he doesn't care about the
we
yuan
do.
tea outside of the city. He only cares about the ones who are potentially
honestly. Okay.
Maybe,
Casting
maybe
suspicion.
we draw them to the sewers instead. There would be
Yeah.
no one to
Mm.
Sewers are
to harm,
Yes.
and that is clearly a place that he is
interesting.
not wanting us to
Yeah.
find out about.
That is a very good idea.
Do we know how to get into the sewers? I'm sure there's like a place, but
Oh, there are plenty of ways to get into the sewers.
And then I guess Clarice conveniently asks, "Hey guards, are we are we allowed to investigate this in any way?
oh,
Well,
fuck
the-
that! I ain't asking permission, but I'll be like, hey,
We
Oh,
want
well,
to
I
help you
guess-
investigate." I guess.
yeah,
I think just
Or would
like,
they-
us like
Yeah.
I think us loudly clanking around in the sewers should alert someone, because they have like a
Hmm.
system underneath all tunnels underneath the city, I'm pretty sure if anybody enters those, that they are gonna like try and inform someone, and that is
and
gonna put pressure.
and we're not gonna be sneaking, I suppose.
Like going around saying, "Oh yes, we are gonna be in the sewers" is kind of weird. Like,
Yeah.
if not
Yeah, it is.
suspicious.
It was less weird when we were talking about going out of the
Yeah.
city to search.
So I guess we just go into the sewers, and us clanking around will alert whoever's already in there.
We'll
That
just
being
At which point, we'll
said-
probably get back to the warlock.
look. We're just looking for hidden tunnels that they used for bodies and stuff.
That being said, though, I'm currently untraceable. Yeah, untraceable, I guess. Or, like,
Yes, untraceable by divination magic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So
So you'll go down to the sewers. He'll try to scry for you. Get nothing. Presumably, get reports of people clanking around in the sewers. Knowing he's looking for a dragonborn in full plate, that's suspicious as fuck. And close to a goal he wants. So in he sends the demons or devils. Doesn't get a response. Knows we're probably close to answers. Has to go in himself.
If you want to guarantee this, threaten him directly.
But we don't even know where to find him, how to find him, who we can talk to give him a message.
But
We
you
need to find.
no,
we
you don't.
need to find a rat person.
What I'm suggesting is make a bold statement about why you're going in there, because that's way more likely to get his attention than going in there and hoping.
Yeah. Here's
Yeah.
another stupid idea then. Start trying to intimidate rat people into telling us where he is, and then
well,
letting them go.
Assuming
Where
the
do
rat
you
people
wanna
know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and assuming you can find rat people.
I mean, if we go into the sewers proclaiming, "Hey, we're gonna take care of this whole corpse disappearing business," I feel like that's
That might get us a little bit more action than just
Yeah.
stomping around.
Oh,
yeah.
I have an amazing idea. Again, the pamphlet guy, we pay him a gold or two. just have him yell, "Unknown explorers search sewers for missing bodies."
That would put your message on a loudspeaker.
It would.
Yeah. But
And
that
of
might
course, it's
also
related
attract
to what they were
attention.
already saying. And he is saying unknown adventurers. Hell, you could say you could make him say unknown adventurer. And then be like, oh, the Dragonborn's just gone on her own.
Like I feel like the just paying a town crier or something to
Yeah.
like change
have
his
him-
message a little bit is
Yeah.
the best way.
Just have have him go up and say, like, one of us goes up and says, hey, I'm looking into the thing. Would
Yeah,
you be
I mean-
interested in announcing that an unknown adventurer is looking into this?
Or, as a wise woman once said, porque estas dos.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We can do both and then make sure that the message gets across either way.
I'm glad
Yeah, I
somebody
was
got
thinking
that.
it was both bases.
What the fuck? So that's our plan.
Wait, what are both things? So we have the message of the crier and the
And the stomping around saying, hey, where the fuck are your secret tunnels? Where are you taking all these bodies?
Well, and I was assuming going to the guardhouse, right? And
Yeah.
being like, yo, we're gonna investigate this thing.
Yeah.
We
Peace
believe
out.
there may be
We'll be back.
things.
We would like to
Sure.
investigate the rats disappearing at the same time. Or the bodies disappearing at the same time. Town criers going, unknown adventurer looks into this hospital's missing bodies.
Yep.
That's kind of hard
Yeah.
to ignore.
Let's
No,
do
that's
that. Let's go.
okay.
Also, take leave to the Rorai.
Yeah, I will take leave to
Also,
Aurora.
call
You
Arya,
four
find out
do
what the
that.
fuck is going on.
Yeah,
Because she's still not
yeah.
back.
I send the message to Arya, like right now.
Okay. Yeah, she responds with something along the lines of, got a little tied up. I'm on to something. We'll let you know once I've found a way out.
Considering Arya, that is like a literal. I got a little tied up. Oh,
Well,
no.
considering Arya, that's very normal.
Well, there's nothing we can do right now.
considering Arya, there are worse situations for her to be in, but that's also
Right.
not ideal.
Now, you guys go do our announcings. I'll take leave to Aurorai, and we will also, and then we will meet up and go in.
Okay. Gang splits. Diddly-li-li-li.
I will. I guess I'll go to the pamphlet thingy.
Okay.
I should probably go to the guardhouse.
Okay. So Grim, how much are you spending to convince them to change their message?
Um,
How much are you asking?
look, I'm gonna ask him like, because this is the guy that's like selling the.
The newspapers, yeah.
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 How much were their newspapers again?
They're like free copper.
Yeah. Offer him like.
Like I
What's
have
the
a
offering of
ton
the
of
gold?
platinum coins.
Offer him like
This
a
is
gold.
worth-
I mean, don't give him a platinum, but yeah.
A gold would be like several copies.
Well, I guess a gold would be like 300 copies.
Well,
That'd buy him
Three-
food.
three-
33 copies.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
No,
Yeah.
I was thinking I've done it for platinum instead.
Like a gold would feed him for at least like a month, maybe more.
Well, I'll pay him 2 gold.
Right?
And then I will also ask him to add in a second message, the message about an other foreign council being influenced by charm magic,
okay.
and then like beware. I'm just gonna like double up on the messages.
Okay,
I mean,
yeah.
is he gonna accept to do that though?
And then like if he sputters, I'll add in another gold.
Okay, trying to bribe the journalist. For starters, give me a persuasion check.
Oh no!
Yeah, why?
Persuasion. Well, I have.
Oh.
That's a bit
Okay.
Oh.
He wants proof. I can't say it if it isn't true.
Problem is, I have no physical proof. Well, considering I can't get you proof of the one statement yet. What I can do is tell you that we have that we know of. We did find rat people that used the sewers to smuggle bodies, and we are going to look into it. However, I'll let you in on a little secret. We're kind of expecting someone to, try and throw a wrench in our plans. You know.
Okay.
That's why, that's the real reason we want to get the message out there.
He wants a compromise. He wants a name.
Oh,
Because no one's
Well,
going to
then-
believe it if there's no name.
Well, then they give him the name. Give him
Wait,
Kelariis.
Like, whose name?
Kelariis.
I assume the
Yeah,
council.
Yeah,
only- the
no,
only
no,
name they already
whoever's
know.
going.
Yeah, the
Oh,
only name,
yeah, no,
the
no,
only
that's
name that they already know.
Yeah,
Kelariis.
Yeah, okay. I was just making sure it was like our name instead
Yes.
of like
Yeah,
a council member.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Kelariis is the obvious choice.
Kelariis
Okay.
Greysurge.
Please don't give my last name.
Kelariis.
Just give my first name.
Kelariis.
Okay.
Don't
Wait.
know.
Like it's she should be fairly notable.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, you give him the 2 gold, and he even ropes in some other people that are just sort of like there's a couple of like fairly like sort of like rough looking like teenagers. They don't look like they're like from fantastically rich families, but they're not exactly like street rats. They're just sort of like grimy teenagers in ill-fitting baggy clothes. He ropes in a couple of those to run around yelling as well. And yeah, word quickly begins to get around of heroic Dragonborn fighter announces quest to search for missing bodies believed to be hiding beneath the very city streets.
Wow. Well,
He won't be able to ignore that.
Okay. So that's that done. Telling the guards is a simple matter of telling the guards. They're just sort of like, okay. I mean, we can't really stop you, but
Well,
Just letting you know where we're going.
Yeah.
I figured it's best
So you-
in case you come to try and find
Yeah.
me at the end and I'm not there.
the captain is just sort of like, I guess that doesn't break any of the things that I asked you to do, and
Not leaving the city.
yeah, you're not. Just try not to leave any bodies this time.
I make no promise. I make no verbal promises, and I leave.
Okay.
So I'm not
She
breaking any
she
promises.
makes no verbal promises about not throwing you in jail the second you get back if there are bodies.
Look.
Yep.
I can't blame her, but I'm also not really gonna make that promise because I don't know what's gonna go
Yeah.
down there.
It's fine. She's lawful good. You're not.
Yeah, it's fine.
There was another lawful
Casual
good.
disagreement. I respect her. I just don't always agree with her. It's fine.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Okay. So you'll meet up after the day's events. Are you bringing Tallithsyr?
We probably should.
Yeah. I think she's
Yeah.
gonna get mad at us if we don't.
yeah. Everything in my brain is screaming, "No, God, don't do it." But I will bring her.
Okay.
Yeah. Give her a briefing though. Stick close.
Yeah,
to
like-
Kelariis.
Well,
Actually, no.
Well, yeah.
what
Get close
what
to
is
me.
your strategy? Is she going to be fighting with you, or is she what is she doing? Because if you put her
I
in a
would
combat
say-
situation,
I would say she can fight with us, but in combat, try and stay close to me and to V. Or to Vondal and to V.
Yeah, probably. We don't know exactly what we're dealing with, so maybe try to stay out of like.
Stay out of
Nothing
true
personal.
frontline combat.
Yeah, stick close to me, Sarah.
And,
you
yeah.
can protect me if someone gets close to me.
Yeah,
Okay.
stay out of true close range combat, and just act in essentially a similar role to me, i.e., like support and protection of V.
last thing I'm going to say on this matter as a GM, you are essentially walking a second level character into an ambush.
Yeah.
Is this what you want to do?
I
I-
don't. But I feel like she's gonna come. I feel like.
Look, we can protect her. It's fine.
Look,
I don't
before
know if I
you,
trust
say,
that.
like, I'm gonna make one last statement as Grim. Like, look, I know you want to get in there, but it's like not even been, it's barely been like a couple of days since, well, the incident.
Wow, that's
and
a
I-
low blow.
Look,
It's very grim though.
it is,
I mean, it's matter of fact.
It is a
look,
matter of fact, and I have something I think I'd say after this. So.
look, and you made it out, but this is gonna be, this is not some thugs on the street. This is slightly more serious business, and I could happily pay you extra to be a bodyguard of Leaf, because bodyguard is mercenary work, and I'll promise we'll find something you can actually do on your own. But for this time, assassins are demon or a fiend or devil assassins even are probably slightly out of your league.
I for one would promise that we will at the very least take you on the catacombs expedition.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Kelariis would probably speak up and be like, Tallithsyr, I know you want to be involved and understand that, but this is probably not the best one, because we don't know exactly what we're facing, and devils are no small business. But the catacombs, on the other hand, I think will not only be more interesting to you, but I think that is something that I'd much prefer to have you by my side for.
One of the two of you give me a persuasion check.
That's gonna be Kelariis.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be me.
Then you can make it with advantage because you're being helped.
Okay. Nice, don't fuck.
Okay.
That could have gone.
Could have gone better, could have gone worse.
She doesn't
Yeah,
look happy
but-
about it, but she agrees.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Tallithsyr.
Okay.
Okay, one last thing. Vondal would like to offer that when they get back, to give Tallithsyr some like lessons to try and train her up so she can be more on our level.
I mean, she accepts, but she also is aware that that's going to be quite difficult.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm gonna say like I can help teach you if you
Yeah.
want. And obviously he has experience doing that. It's his job.
Yeah.
I have
And
75
unfortunately,
years
it's going to be very difficult to teach like 30,000 experience worth of experience.
No, I know. But I'm hoping to get her at least like a little bit more.
Yeah, you can try.
Yeah, I want to try at least.
You can certainly try.
I always want to try.
Okay. So, you're going in then?
I'm assuming Arya takes.
Yes. Yeah.
Rob, how
I will
much
also
time
hand
for,
Leaf
like,
1 silver.
whole silver?
I'll
Rob,
say
how
spend
much-
it wisely.
How much time do we have, like, or like, do we know? Do you have a vague idea of when they're going to be arriving?
Anywhere within the next 8 hours. But
The next
you
8 hours.
now that you've put out the news that you're going into the sewers, it's probably going to be once you get deep enough into the sewers.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
What is it that you have in mind?
I don't know. I have a potion of heroism in my backpack for like the last probably year or so.
Yes.
And I figured it might be actually time to drink that.
Mm.
And now what is the duration on it?
It's an hour.
Okay. Yeah, I will say that like if you spend it's unlikely that you'll be in the sewers for more than an hour before you're ambushed. So if you drink it like 10 minutes after you get into the sewers, you're probably going to get some use out of it.
Yeah, it gives me 10 temporary hit points, and I am also under the effect of the Bless spell.
Oh yes, so yeah, you can add stuff to your rolls.
Another question: do we still have that potion of invulnerability?
Yeah.
I think Grim is holding it.
It could be. No, I have a potion of heroism, and that's.
I have a potion of heroism.
I believe you have 2.
Oh, okay.
Because what I would
explains.
say is, if we
Like,
still have the potion of invulnerability,
I don't think
Give-
we ever drank it, so.
give that to Kelariis with instructions to as soon as we see any fiends, chug it.
Potion of Vulnerability still seems to be in your list of artifacts, so
Yeah,
I guess you still
so-
do have it.
So yeah, make sure Kelariis has that in hand and just chugs it immediately.
Well,
Because she will almost certainly probably be the target.
I don't.
First of all, the person they're looking for. Second of all, as a paladin, and third of all, the one who's going to be running in and doing by far the most damage.
Yeah, like, I don't. Do you really want to blow everything on this, considering
No.
what we're gonna go up against? Like,
I
this
think
is the
it'll be
minion.
okay.
This
Maybe.
is like you want to
Okay.
blow everything against the minion of the guy we're
Okay,
going
fair.
after.
Fair.
Yeah.
Kelariis should still probably hold that for this, just in case she needs it.
So who is holding it? Is anybody actually holding it?
It's not in my backpack currently.
It's not a mine.
It's not in mine either.
I feel like Vondal picked it up,
It's not in Arya's.
but
You guys need to
I
keep
also don't
better
have it.
track of your inventories.
We do.
Mess up at some point.
Who knows?
Because I'm gonna say you have it for this time, but if this happens again, I'm gonna say you don't have it.
Yeah. Kelariis, you don't have it.
Oh, thanks. I will add it to my inventory. Sorry, I was looking at one of the spells that I have prepped, but I was trying to figure out if it was.
Yeah, if
correct.
you want to change your prep spells, now's the time to do it.
Yeah.
Um,
Add that.
Okay. So you step into the sewers. And I'm going to need you all to make a perception check. This
guys,
is
am
like
I
way too
checking
dramatic.
this heroism potion?
Well, you can if you feel threatened. But
But I feel like it's something that you do before a battle happens.
Yes, it is.
yeah, definitely.
if you think you need it, you go ahead and drink it.
You know what? I've had it for 5 years. I'm drinking it.
Next session, I wish I had a heroism potion
But you've got a second one.
every time.
Yeah, we all
Yeah,
saw
we've
I've
got
got a second
two.
one apparently.
That is
So
true.
Yeah.
Yes.
So perception
Although
check.
I'm guessing that one of those may have been mixed up for the invulnerability potion.
yeah, maybe. Anyway, perception check time.
Okay, yeah, everybody make a perception check, and I need a marching order.
Oof.
Ooh.
Wait.
I think Kelariis probably goes first, right?
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will definitely go first.
Kelariis and Grim in the lead, V in the middle,
Yep.
me, Taylor, and Charlie again.
Second important note: it is dark.
Okay,
my
I
sword.
have a lantern.
Yeah.
Okay.
My sword will glow.
So, this was not where I was
What,
expecting
amazing.
you to do it, but swoosh.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, this is the place we were before. I need to change up the scenery because this isn't the place it was previously, but it's basically the same. So,
Fair enough.
except you guys are probably over here when this happens. So let's get you all in here, and I'm gonna. Basically, I think I'm gonna have you all roll initiative before the combat starts. Because unsurprisingly, you guys are gonna get ambushed.
Okay.
Oof. V was not ready.
Vondal is never ready. You know what the amusing part about
Thanks,
this
Kelariis.
is?
Clarus is ready.
Helena, you know what the best part about this is? I rolled a 5, which
And I
you got
rolled a 4.
total, and you rolled a 4, which I got total.
Yeah.
We just rolled dice and then swapped our results.
Okay, so marching order was
Kelariis, Grim, V, Vondal.
Claris Grim v Vondal. So, basically, what is like? You guys have just come out through a doorway into this. Like, you can hear the sound of running water, and sort of like the stagnant, stale smell of like of a sewer hits you, and basically as you walk through this room and sort of step out into the hallway, I guess you actually probably start walking up. How much spacing are you leaving in between you?
I guess
like
I
that.
guess I would stay.
Okay.
Depends on
Let's
what
stay a little
Kelariis.
bit further away from each other. I'll be quite honest.
I want to stay fairly close to Kelariis unless Kelariis wants to keep her distance. Like I
I
will.
think like, this is fine because I'm the one. Oh yeah, no, Clarus has a glowing sword, so light is not an issue.
Yeah, I have a glowing.
Yeah.
Well,
I can't see like real far, but I can see.
Isn't it like 10 feet?
Yeah. No, but I mean like I can't see, for example, to the extent that the lantern lights up.
Oh,
But-
yeah.
I can still see. And you can see,
Ah.
so if you see anything, you can yell at me.
Well, initially visibility is not going to be that much of an issue, because essentially the first thing that happens. Let me.
Yeah. I don't like that word in this context.
What did you say the button to bring up related character sheet was again, Minnie?
Oh, shift double click.
Shift double click. Ah, thank you. That's actually really
What?
helpful.
Shift double click on your token to bring up your character sheet.
Really?
Yeah, we
God damn it.
discovered that today.
Well, that's good to know, actually.
Oh my god, it does. Who knew?
Noted.
None of us apparently until Minnie found it out.
Holy
Yep.
shit. Okay.
Nice.
Good to know, actually. That's quite useful.
Okay, so the thing that happens is from like just up ahead of you, Kelariis, you actually it's Vondal who notices this first. Actually, before any of you have a chance to react. And basically, what it is that happens is from beneath what must be hooded lanterns, suddenly flares 3 lights from the surrounding chambers. As 3 humanoid figures. I've just changed off the wrong flippy tool again. 3 humanoid figures step through the doorway. They are all carrying hooded lanterns and daggers. I need to roll them into the initiative order. And yeah, basically they are going to get around before anyone can react, with the exception of Vondal, who notices them and has time to react. So essentially there is a surprise round which Vondal and all of them can participate in.
Cool.
I'm actually just gonna reveal them, but you guys can't actually see them yet, because I can't be bothered with dynamic lighting right now. It's not really
Well,
necessary.
given the problems we had with it in the ziggurat,
Well, yeah, this is a much smaller map, so it shouldn't be an issue. But
Yeah.
I don't have time to faff around with it. Okay. Boom, descending. So Kelariis is surprised, and the devils get to go first. Okay, so Barb Devil gets to go first. And he essentially steps around the corner. 20, 25, 30. Yeah, you see him, like, Kelariis, like, as you sort of, like, you're holding up your light and looking into, like, this blinding torchlight that's coming out, or blinding lantern light that's coming out from the humanoid figure, you watch as a spined figure that actually you recognize. You've seen one of these before, you recognize it as a barbed devil. It's the same kind of creature that attacked you in the wizard's tower. It seems like a lifetime ago. It scampers up the wall of the tunnel before dropping down in front of you and essentially conjures a handful of flame and throws it at you.
How dare.
That's the wrong. Wow, even with advantage, it hurls the flame down, and you sort of like, as a reaction, just without even thinking, bring up the shield, and it just impacts off the shield. You feel the wave of heat like just rush over your armor, but you are unscathed. Accompanying it, flying out into the middle of the water, or above the water, is another similar spiky devil that you haven't seen before. And seeing you again, it fires off. Basically, it raises its long spiked tail and flicks its spiked tail at you, and 2 of the spines from its tail break off and fly towards you. What is your AC?
It's 20.
Okay, so again, like your shield arm comes up in time to block these 2 spines. The humanoids. The humanoids begin to basically begin to do a low humming and a strange tutting noise. And because you are surprised V, you are unable to react to this, but they are all going to cast spells.
Yay.
2 of them summon spheres of strange... a strange warped flickering firelight surrounds the 2 demons. And seems to offer them some sort of protection. And the 3rd one is going to target you, Kelariis, with a spell. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Okay, you pass. You feel the effect of a spell that you recognize, the spell Hold Person, attempted to grip you, but your disciplined mind sort of you focus on your holy symbol and you resist the effects. Vondal, it's your turn.
Could we have some battle music?
Yes, you can.
No, just
Look, we
creepy sewer music.
Look, we need more.
Sound the battle music.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna move to like here-ish so I can just about see this guy to the left of
Yep.
Kelariis. And I'm going to see if I guess I'm going to test the waters on them, so to speak. Going to cast my Old Faithful. Guiding Bolt.
Okay, you're gonna Guiding Bolt him. I should mark these guys.
It's a bit unfortunate, but hey. Might be okay.
Let me check. That is enough to hit.
Cool. So, damage. I'll cast it at 2nd level.
Okay. Bolt of radiant light streaks out from Vondal's holy symbol on his shield, and strikes the humanoid, sending him sprawling, and basically like the familiar signs you see of the radiant energy hitting him, like blisters like what exposed skin you can see, and there's a weird like almost like muted scream from this guy as he is hit by it. He does manage to get back up to his feet, but it looks like that hit him pretty hard. Kelariis, react.
Okay. So there seems to be like some sort of warding around the devils, and I'm assuming it's some sort of like shield.
Yeah. Do you want to make me an Arcana check real quick?
Sure.
Because you... Okay. You don't recognize it.
Rip.
Part of me still wants to go for it, but part of me is like, that's a dumb idea.
Actually, wait. I think you have this spell.
Oh.
Let me check. Well, let's have a look. You do. Okay. So I will actually I will give this to you. It's the spell Shield of Faith. You've seen it used before.
Oh. Okay. Well. I mean, I've got to go that way anyway, even if I want to take one of them off of. If I want to break concentration. So, fuck it. I guess I'm gonna go and charge that devil.
Yep.
It's fine, guys. I'm sure this won't go horribly. Don't me. Let's swing freedom.
Okay.
Maybe, possibly. Oh god, that was.
Grim, I should probably mention as well. Now that you see this Barb Devil, you remember the revelation that you had while in the Wizard's Tower. You remember this demon cat isn't vulnerable to regular weapons. It's only vulnerable to silvered weapons and magic weapons, of course.
Yes.
That is not enough to hit.
Yeah, I figure. Alright, one more. Here we go. Oh, for fuck's sake! Right?
Nope.
Well...
So
I hate...
you bring the sword down on this creature, and it brings up its its spiny claws to deflect the two blows, and each time it does, there's this spark of heat and flame as you hit this Shield of Faith. Is that all you can do?
For this turn, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
It fixes you with a look, and in a basically through some form of innate telepathy, this creature basically it communicates something in a language you don't understand, but you understand its intent, and it recognizes you as a target, and it's basically I see you.
Cool.
And it swings twice at you with its claws and once with its tail. Only one of those hits. So this you block this flurry of blows that it unleashes on you, but it does manage to get a claw past your guard, dealing 6 piercing damage.
Okay.
The Spine Devil is again going to try and just flick its tail spines at you. That is 1 hit. So against this hail of spines, you block one, but the second one passes past your shield and embeds itself in your shoulder. And basically there is now a foot-long spine that has just penetrated through a weak point in your armor and hit you in the shoulder, and you take 3 piercing damage and 2 fire damage as you realize these spines are super heated.
Oh, that's
they hurt. Well, that one not so much because that was a bad dice roll, but Fanatics. So yeah, okay. So 2 of the cult fanatics begin to all 3 of the cult fanatics begin to resume their chant. There are 3 spells being cast currently in this turn.
Yeah, but only one of them is in line of sight of me.
Yes. Do you want to Arcana check it?
Yes.
Okay. Go for it. Okay. He is casting the spell Spiritual Weapon.
Oh no, that's not okay.
He's casting it at 2nd level, so yeah, I can tell you that.
Bang.
Boom, you counterspell his Spiritual Weapon. The other 2 unleash another spell that you guys are intimately familiar with, as they both cast Sacred Flame on Kelariis. I need you to make a Dexterity saving throw. Well, technically 2.
2. Wow.
Okay, you
So,
like this this barrage of like of radiant fire like appears above you and like descends upon you, and yeah, you don't even have to sort of like block against this. It just sort of like lands on your armor, and it's basically like you're doused in like burning oil for a second, but it deals no damage to you.
okay.
Ah,
That's
sacred
nice
spark.
to know.
Yep.
Sacred flame, more like sucky flame.
Vondal is intimately familiar with his Sacred Flame not doing anything.
How low is their DC
V.
save? Their DC though.
Okay. First of all, he's gonna say, keep one of the hooded guys alive. We want to hit them with Kelariis' weird baton later to find out what a warlock is. Anyway, V's just gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, like over here basically.
Okay.
And storm sphere that shit.
Okay. Can I open up with the Storm Sphere?
Yep. Bam.
Always a
Sorry,
good look.
Kelariis, you're probably gonna be in this, but you're gonna have to deal with it.
So you're doing it on top of where the thing is currently.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, you're
so,
just in that.
Rip. That's fine.
No, it's just.
you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hang on. I'm gonna grab something from my DM tools because I realized there's an efficient way to do this. I know it says light token, ignore it. It is going to have a what is the aura? It is a 20-foot
20
thing. Okay.
20-foot radius sphere.
Okay, can you guys see that?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Too bad.
Everyone roll me strength saves.
Okay.
That's pretty good damage.
Strength save.
That's not bad.
Strength save. Well, I think that's a strength save. Oh wait, no, it has +6 to that. So.
Boom shakalaka.
And these guys, 2 strength saves for these guys. Okay. And they take how much? 10 damage if they fail. Okay. So the first one takes 10 damage. The second one takes half because it's on a success.
I'm not sure if it's half. I don't think the strength is anything. If it...
It's save or
Yeah, it's save or suck for the strength save. Okay, so the devil seems to be buffeted. And that guy needs to make a constitution saving throw. He passes.
I'm going to try to zap the devil that's in front of Kelariis.
Okay. Boom. Roll it.
I think 7 is my spell attack. Yeah.
Okay, that's a hit.
Wait, I'm rolling with advantage because it's inside the sphere. Okay, 24. Yeah, I don't need to roll bless for that, but it definitely hits. Yeah, and then I need to roll 46 damage with it. Yes.
Yeah.
46 lightning.
Crackathoo.
Okay, so
That's not
yeah,
bad.
you blast the spine devil in the back, or the barb devil in the back, and yeah, you sort of watch its hide sort of like char from this bolt. It's still very much alive, but that hurt.
Yeah.
Vondal.
Cool. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I guess. And as I run past Grim, I'm just gonna say, Grim, to the left.
Okay.
At which point, I'm going to. God, what should I do now? I think what I'll do is. How far away is that? I'm gonna get spiritual weapon out,
Okay.
and I want to swing it at that hooded figure on the top left.
Okay. That's a hit.
That's a pretty good roll. Just at second level. Boom.
Okay, boom. Concentration. That's still a success.
Damn it.
Okay. So you get spiritual weapon out. And I guess that's the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, Grim.
Well, I guess I'll just head off to the left. At, like, 5. I can't actually make it there.
You could if you activated your belt.
I could, but I
hit him
can
with
either
that guy.
activate my belt or have Kelariis swing. And currently, I feel like having Kelariis swing is more valuable than my belt. So
Grim like
Kelariis?
sprints across the bridge and is like, Kelariis, you handle the demon. We've got this.
You handle those 4 guys. I'll take the 1.
Right?
Well, no, I'm going up.
No, there's-
I'm going up to help Kelariis. I
You
was
take the
trying
100
to
on the left. I'll take the 100 on the right.
Nobody helping?
No,
At
me-
which point they have an argument at the end.
Yeah.
You should have got that guy. He was in the middle.
Nice.
I'm hoping that
That's a
hits.
hit. Yeah.
Alright. Can I... Did we decide that I could smite even if it's not on my turn?
You can smite.
I
it,
believe
that's
so,
it.
because all it requires you to do is make a successful attack action, doesn't it?
Okay.
Nailed it.
Then I will add a...
Because it doesn't require
an action...
it doesn't it doesn't require action or bonus action, which is the restrictor on your turn.
Cool.
Swiggity swooty smiting that booty.
Do I get the extra D8?
For it being a fiend, yes.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, that-
That's
That's pretty
That's-
good.
that's a
That's
roll.
a smite!
So
That is a
that's
smite.
36.
Yep.
So you bring the sword down with divine fury, and cleave into this guy, and like from the way the lightning bolt hit him in the back and just like slightly burnt him, you'd expect him to be like more resilient to this swing, but you obviously the divine energy seems to make the important difference as this like basically bites down into his shoulder, and like you feel it like crunch through a couple of what you think must be ribs before he sort of like it grabs hold of the sword and just like pulls it out of itself, and like a black ichor just sort of like showers you in spray.
Ah, fun.
Lovely.
But yeah, you've dealt a pretty serious wound to that thing. It is now your turn.
Oh, okay. Back to swinging. Just like bring it down, hopefully. There we go.
Yeah, that's a hit.
It hits. And I will first level smite on that one.
Okay,
So it's
only 3 this time.
yes. Not
Okay.
bad.
26.
It's still standing.
Yeah, it's still up. Like you hit it again and like score a wound, bringing the sword up against it.
Once more.
Oh God. Okay.
Nice.
Man, I buffed this guy's AC to like 17 with a Shield of Faith, and you're just still completely just fucking destroying him.
I mean, she's got +10. She has to
Yeah.
roll a 7 and higher to beat that.
Yeah, this is true. I
Not
did roll
that
pretty
hard.
shit my first one though, and I will
Yeah.
smite once more. Whoops, that didn't do. That's not what I wanted to do.
Yep.
I hit the up thing, and I was like, that's not what I wanted to roll at all.
Nope.
Huzzah!
Okay,
Okay.
slightly less good smite.
pretty
Yeah,
good.
you lay into it with another smite, and it's sort of like the creature is like getting like blasted around by this divine energy, and it seems to be thinking twice about what is happening.
Soccer.
Hey, Kelariis, make a strength save.
Oh shit, yeah, you're right.
Oh yeah, you gotta make a strength save against the winds.
It's all
The
good.
wind.
Yeah,
We
all
good?
Thank you. For once, save or suck is useful.
Okay, so
Kelariis was not buffeted by the sandstorm. Kelariis is a ground type.
So, in seeing what is happening, the devil. None of you understand Infernal, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
The devil says something in Infernal, and the area of the storm sphere counts as difficult terrain, correct?
Oh yeah.
Okay. It disengages and is going to make a standing leap. Okay, it fails. So it jumps, makes it about halfway into the water, that's halved, and basically makes it to the other side and begins like trying to like climb out of the water on the other side. It makes a strength saving throw. What is your DC again?
15.
Okay, it succeeds. The other devil, seeing this happening, goes 10, 20. It can't do it.
Oh,
Suck on that, binge.
sucks to suck.
Oh no. Well, it can make it to the edge, which is kind of what it wants to do. So it's going to go there. It's going to attack you.
Rude.
Well, it's going to it basically like from amongst its spines, it produces a trident-like weapon that appears to be basically just a steel rod with two of its own spines attached to it. And it stabs at you, which you block. Then it attempts to bite you, which it can't find a gap in the plate armor. And then with one heft of its wings, it moves away from you without provoking attack of opportunity because it has the flyby trait. And it makes a saving throw. Oh yeah, I should point out as well, like he's basically like 5 feet in the air. So it's gonna take a heck of a jump to try and hit him in the air. Or you can just shoot him to death.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
me
Roll me
and me got that.
some damage, please, Helena.
Oh, is it still not the 6 from before?
Nice.
Oh, it's the exact same roll.
Yeah, okay. Boom.
Oh no.
So yeah, it definitely seems to be having a bad time of like basically this storm is like ripping stone tiles off the wall and is just like hurling them around in a whirlwind, and it's the flying creature seems to struggle against it.
You get trying to fly in a storm, you idiot.
Cultists are going to back out of the aura. And they're going to hold actions. V.
Okay. Well, first of all, we're gonna do another zap on this guy.
Okay. Boom.
Ooh, holy shit.
Okay, that looks like a hit.
Not good rolls, but it's fine. 6. 12 lightning damage.
Okay, yeah, you blast it again, and it almost loses its grip on the side, but continues to just haul itself out.
And I'm also simultaneously, well, actually, yeah, the other guy. I'm going to cast Frostbite.
Okay. It makes a strength save against frostbite.
Wait, it's a Constitution save, right? It's totally a Constitution save.
Yeah, I thought it was a Constitution save as
It's
well.
a Constitution save.
Okay.
I don't know why it's a Strength.
Yeah, I don't know either. You
Not
can fix
that one's
that.
what
It fails, so it.
It takes 6 cold damage.
But yeah, basically, like there's a cold snap like flies through the air, and you watch the frost like condense on this creature's wings, and it struggles to like stay flying.
And it has
disadvantage on
the
melee
next weapon
attacks. Yes. Vondal. Unless you want to
go.
move, Fee.
Oh yeah, shit. Good point. Guess I'm going to. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so at least I can see like this guy.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, and this bitch escaping.
Okay.
Yeet.
You yeet him with the hammer.
I had to.
Okay.
That's fair.
Cool.
That's, 17 damage.
Yeah, you throw the dwarven thrower like as he's like halfway climbing out of the water, and you watch as like basically the hammer just like it impacts with the spine. There is like a bone-shattering crunch, a explosion of ichor, and this thing just like there's a howl, and you watch it immediately as it just like vaporizes and turns to sulfurous ash.
Perfect. You know, this bitch escaping. Yeet.
Okay.
Also,
Dwarven thrower like flies back through the cloud of ash into your hand.
And Spilch Weapon's just going to chase that guy down.
Okay.
That's what it can do.
Yep. Smash.
Oh.
That is
Shit,
failure. He
Goddamn
dodges
spiritual
under
weapon.
the spiritual weapon. Grim. Oh, I realised that guy. Sorry, the guy previously would have attempted to do the same thing again. Except this time on you. So I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please, Grim.
Oh, okay.
Because I realised I forgot to do his spell after I moved the others.
Well.
That's a pass.
Oh well. I just assumed
Yeah.
I was doomed.
No, their DC is clearly really bad because Kelariis beat
Yeah.
their DC on 12s earlier.
Yes.
Yeah.
They do not have good spell saves.
Well, I appreciate that. Well, I will move over and start swinging away.
Okay.
Against this.
I assume you're obeying Vondal's instruction.
Yes. Well,
Okay. Then I will tell you, even if you hit with the first one, he is unconscious.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize how weak he was.
Yeah. Well, he's already been hit for 16.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
wait, I didn't realize he got hit by that.
Yeah, I did the
Also,
guiding
Rose
bolt on him.
called out to keep one of them alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
He called out to keep them alive. I said move left.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, like I was thinking the same, but you know,
Yes.
I was last in line.
Yeah.
Well,
I
I
know.
guess if he's not unconscious,
Yeah, he is unconscious.
Yeah, not
leave
unconscious,
me
killed it
with
is.
1, 2, 3, 4. And I guess I can. Vondal, you can throw again, right?
Technically.
Yeah, I think the Dwarven Thrower only returns to your hand once in a turn, but...
Yeah,
But like,
but
I
that's
guess
okay.
You should have it back then, right?
Yeah, so it's back in his hand, he can throw again, it's just that he can't throw again.
Oh, crit! Lovely!
I don't see that.
I also
don't-
don't see it.
Oh, there it
There
is,
it is,
okay.
there we go.
Okay,
Oh, look at that.
That's a
damage.
lot of damage.
okay,
That's 32 damage.
So,
About that.
God, that feels good.
basically, like you catch the dwarven thrower after it comes back, and Grim, like basically, like you watch him, like you turn to see him like bash this guy into submission, turns back and basically goes. It basically just turns back and is just like, go finish this, and so like you're in the process of catching the hammer as you do this. So you just turn, instead of like bringing your arm back around, you just turn your whole body 360 degrees and throw it out again. And the creature is clearly not expecting you to be able to throw twice in the same like space of 6 seconds, so it's preparing to like swoop away, and you basically it passes through this creature, and the creature becomes ash before the hammer has even finished reaching the end of its arc.
Nice.
Holy shit.
Cool.
Oh, that feels good.
That was
I
worth it.
understand why you've had so much fun all this time, Kelariis.
Hell yeah.
Executing things with crits.
Well, it's especially when you roll like insanely high on damage.
Yep.
That is so much damage.
So it's back to top to Kelariis.
Oh,
That was
Okay.
that was 38 damage.
Yep.
I guess I saw
33.
them both run into their respective rooms, right?
Yes, you did. Bear in mind, if you run through that wind, it's difficult terrain.
Oh, that's true. Okay. Well, I can get up to there. Yeah. If I...
Stalls.
It's okay, it's okay. If I
Oh, I
throw
just-
a javelin, is that, like, at a disadvantage or something?
Shouldn't be.
Not from the effect of the wind, and I think it's within minimum range. So, because
think it is as
what is minimum range of javelin? Oh, I think.
It's actually 30, but...
So yeah, you are firing at disadvantage.
Okay. And I... Can I throw it that
Oh,
way?
you could throw it at that guy.
I will throw it that way.
Okay, so you grab a javelin, like get up to the edge of the doorway, and just throw it into the room.
Yeah. Hopefully.
That's a hit.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, it quite clearly like leaves like a massive gouge on his side. You hear like sort of like the dull muted scream again from these guys.
I guess one more. Because I've had 3 javelins total, so... Eh. Can I do that? Yes.
Yes, I believe so, because you oh well. Technically, you drop something to get your free hand, and then use your draw action to take the javelin. So technically, you don't have any more draw actions.
Okay, that's fine then. I will take my javelin throw as is.
So I presume you're putting down the sword to do this rather than the shield.
Yeah.
Okay.
Temporarily.
Um.
And I will make my strength save.
Yep.
I actually don't.
That passes.
You do make
Oh.
the strength save. Devils are down. Fanatics lose their spell slot because they did not get their triggers.
Oh.
Nice.
I should be tracking this really. Although they're separate characters, so I'll just track it in my head because I know how many spells they have. I guess their only response is they were going to continue to just try and Sacred Flame you, I think. Because it's basically the best thing they can do without putting themselves in danger. 2 dexterity saving throws, please.
Sir.
Yep, no problem at all. You are like just bombarded with like radiant flame that just like glimmers off your armor. V.
I'm going to once more try to zap. I'll zap the guy on the left here.
Well, I think that's the only one you can actually see. The other one is obstructed by a wall.
Okay.
So.
Not with advantage this time because he's not actually in the sphere.
Okay.
Oof.
Oof.
No.
That is just plain unfortunate.
It is.
Well, you rolled a natural 1, so it's
swoosh.
Yeah, it's a definite
It
miss.
it
Well,
it
fine.
like arcs off the nearby wall.
Okay. Well, I'll drop the sphere then.
Okay.
And shit. What am I actually doing with the rest of my? Heck. You know what? Wait, what is the icon on this guy?
He's unconscious.
Oh, he is unconscious. I
Yes.
see.
Oh, sorry. He should have an X through him, really.
Okay. I'm not sure what I can
Okay,
do
okay,
here.
okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think I can see this guy, can I? No.
No.
Okay. Haste on Kelariis it is.
Okay
Judge.
then.
All right.
Well, we still have a second fight. So. Oh well,
That's
I
true.
assume it's gonna be a fight.
I'll be fine.
Oh, that's it.
Okay, that's the end of my turn.
Okay, that's the end of your turn. Vondal.
Right.
Okay.
So I guess I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, and then yeah, I guess I'd go 5, 6,
Okay.
and then dwarven.
Kelariis, you
throw
step
dies
at like
on the
you're
right.
like up against this wall. Vondal blitzes past you, throws out the hammer.
Ah, that's
Oh
unfortunate.
no.
Nope.
Yeah, I can't up that because it's a natural one.
You
Um,
you also can't throw again because
Yeah.
you've already used the recall action for this turn.
Also, I was gonna spiritual weapon anyway,
Okay.
so I couldn't have attacked because I didn't have the bonus action available to do so.
Yeah.
Ah,
Cool.
lovely.
Yeah, you. I won't even make you roll the damage because minimum damage knocks him to the ground with a crushing force.
Cool. Can spiritual weapon be non-lethal? That's the real question.
No.
Oh well.
Only your own melee attacks can.
Okay. I messed up, guys. Oh well.
Well, you have one
yeah.
unconscious. It's fine.
We do, but we wanted to leave as little dead bodies as possible.
We did
Well,
say
I
that.
suppose we don't have to leave the body.
I can't believe Vondal is saying this.
Hey, Vondal isn't saying that.
That's
I am
true.
saying that. Vondal wouldn't even think
I
of
mean,
that.
also these are
they
expected
are-
casualties. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
it just means paperwork. That's all it
Yeah.
means. So
Vondal
Grim.
loves paperwork.
Well. Let's see.
Look,
I-
I think if we
I-
don't have to kill them, we shouldn't. But
If that is gonna be a long throw.
Mhm.
Do you know what? I might as well just
do
drop
it,
my.
boy.
Yeah, I might as well go for it. Here we go. Drop my weapon to throw some darts.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Boom.
That is unfortunate.
Okay.
I might as well. Is he holding it? Wait, are they armed with anything?
Wait, hold on. Oh yeah, because that's with disadvantage because it's at max range.
Yeah,
That's so
that is
sad.
Really unfortunate.
Are they holding anything? Yes. Daggers.
I might as well do this.
Yes.
Okay. 6 7 Okay, so Vondal, like your hammer like flies past this guy and like narrowly misses him, and he's raises this dagger and is about to like charge towards you, and basically a dagger just like a war dart basically like goes through his like through the soft bit in his arm between the two bones, which basically immediately causes the dagger to just like clatter out of his hand, and he's like weighed down by this like war dart that's just stuck through his arm.
Lovely.
Are you throwing again?
I threw a second one.
Okay.
Well, and I assume that it hit.
Oh yeah, that is a 16. That's better than.
So that is.
Cool. So yeah, the second war dart hits him in the side of the neck, and he goes down.
Oh wow. I didn't actually
Are we
expect.
keeping
to
those
kill
guys
him.
alive?
Clearly not.
It's not a melee attack.
I was
mean,
going to.
Good spare to dying.
Oh, you could.
Yeah.
You could in theory, because it wasn't enough to insta kill him.
I suppose. Yeah. I will spare the dying on them. So
Okay.
they're just stable and unconscious. And that is a cantrip as well. So.
Yeah.
And did we kill this guy?
Yeah, I think so. Cause
Yeah. Spiritual weapon
Yes,
killed him.
spiritual weapon did enough to instant kill him. So.
Yikes. Okay.
Wait, to instant kill him or?
Yes.
Ah,
Because he had like 3 hit points left. Well, actually, he had 5 hit points left, so your damage took him over the instant death threshold.
What? Even the minimum?
Yes.
Well, and like to be fair, like the death saving throws don't count for most.
Yeah, I will let you spare the dying on one of them.
Okay.
Seeing as they
I
are
will spare the
extras.
dying then.
Okay, you do that, and we will go out of initiative and take a short break.